What's up, you guys? Coming back to you with another video. Sorry, I've been gone for a little bit. Been a little hectic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back. Before I get started, if you would, please so kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me some comments. If you like the content and the information I'm trying to put out, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you all that have liked, commented, and subscribed so far. So today I'm going to talk about ending a relationship with a narcissist. And I'll probably add a few more topics in there that are relevant to what I'm talking about. So I'm going to speak on my situation real quick on how my relationship ended with the narcissist. Time went on. We got past the devaluation stage and the discarding stage. Just because a narcissist discards you, just like hypothetically speaking, if y'all live under the same roof, okay? Just because they discard you doesn't mean they're gonna leave physically. You understand? They will discard you, not want to have nothing else to do with you, but think that it's perfectly fine for y'all to stay under the same roof and coexist. That's just how they think, which is retarded to me. So through the course of our relationship, we went through the discarding, the devaluation, pulling away from me, assassinating my character, trying to make me feel low, like I spoke on in previous videos. So once it gets to a point that, obviously you can't take it anymore, for a fact you're in a bad situation. She'd already checked out, I had checked out, but we were still under the same roof, which made matters even worse. You feel me? It made matters really bad. It was nasty, very unpleasant, very uncomfortable. So I decided the only way I was going to get out of this was to leave physically, to just remove myself completely. And it wasn't an easy task. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I just, pack my stuff up, which is really what happened, but it wasn't easy. There was a lot that I had to go through. And it took a toll on me temporarily. It did. It was hard. It was hard, but leaving somebody that you thought loved you and you thought you loved them, which it was all an illusion, like mostly everything in a narcissistic relationship, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. But I remove myself physically. And if you're in a narcissistic relationship, that's the only way you're gonna even remotely begin to start healing and start getting yourself back and getting back to yourself. You're gonna have to take your whole mind, body, and soul out of that. Like I said, it's not easy. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. It's done every day. But I'm making this video because I know there are a lot of people out there that are embedded in a narcissistic relationship right now and probably don't know what the hell to do. They really don't. And I was that guy once upon a time. I was that person. So I know how it feels to be on the outside looking in. So your best bet is to remove yourself, okay? And once you remove yourself and you have time to sit back and reflect, always remember this and learn from this right here. Whatever you walk away from in that narcissistic relationship, once you get out of it, know that it wasn't you. I've said that before, but that is very, very, very important, because depending on the duration of your relationship, you've been told or alluded to being nothing, to being like worthless, to being undesirable, to all types of negative stuff that the narcissist would try. They fog you up with all of these negative connotations about you, because the narcissists in their mind are perfect people. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, everything is going to be your fault. You can't do right. Nothing, you can't do anything right. It's all your fault. They're going to try to bend reality and project their reality onto you, which is so far from the truth, it's unreal. But they will try their best to convince you that what you actually saw or you actually know, it's all in your mind. You understand? That's the tactics that the narcissist uses. And so when the relationship is over with, you're walking away like, damn, head down, confidence gone out the window. I mean, you're sad, you're angry, you're bitter, you got all kinds of feelings. You understand? But once you have time to look back and reflect and really like dissect everything that went on in your relationship, you're going to come to the realization real fast, that it wasn't you. It wasn't you. See, the narcissist has a disorder, and that disorder derives from self-hatred. They hate themselves. They do not like themselves on the inside, and a lot of times on the outside either. They do not like themselves. Nothing about themselves. And they know that they're really the ones that are inadequate, but they want to project that feeling on to you. They want you to feel the way they feel on the inside, and by them trying to make you feel that way, it makes them feel like they're bigger people. They're the superior ones. They're the alpha, the apex. But they are apex predators. Trust me. They are apex predators. They are very predatory people. They're going to prey on your finances. They're going to prey on your emotions. They're going to prey on your kindness and all types of shit. They're going to prey on everything that they can possibly sink their fangs into. They're going to prey on it. And that you can believe. That's a promise. And when they do that, they do it with such style and finesse. You understand? When you come in as a good-hearted person, you're not expecting that. You're not expecting nobody to come at you. They're coming into a relationship to use and abuse you and mistreat you and disrespect you. You're not expecting that. But they're out there, and they're expecting that. And it's ugly. But like I said, they feel down on themselves. Whether it's their parents, whether it's their financial status, family status. There's probably a lot of things that may have gone on in their childhood that they never healed from, that left some deep, untreated scars. Infections all in their mind and their soul and their inner being, man, that they're just infected. Just imagine a narcissist, the inside, or like their heart, and just imagine just big, pussy, sores and lacerations and just all inside them, all in their brain. It's just poison. And they don't even really realize it. That's the scary part. They don't realize it. And nor do you. Until, things happen over and over and over again, and, the light finally decides to come on. Then you start, looking at things like, wait a minute, everything can't be my fault. I am a good person. You know what I'm saying? I know who I was before I got involved with this individual. I know what kind of life I was living. I know what happiness feels like, and this ain't it. When those thoughts start going through your head, yeah. It's been real, but now it's getting realer than real, because now you're coming to a point where you're gonna have to make a decision. Whether you want to keep dealing with that nonsense, or you're gonna walk away and improve your life. Because I'm trying to tell you guys, living with a narcissist, you have no quality of life. None whatsoever. You're going to always be upset. You're going to always be down. You're going to always be questioning yourself. You're going to always be wondering what they're doing, because a narcissist, they're very slick. They're very conniving. They're like snakes. They're like two-legged snakes walking around hissing. So when that person, you get involved, and you don't know, like in the beginning, and I don't think there's anything that you can really do to detect a narcissist out the gate. I don't think there's nothing you can really do. It takes time for them to reveal their ugly faces. You understand? It takes time. They're not just gonna walk in your life and you're like, oh, you're a narcissist, gotta go. It's not gonna work like that. It's when you are already embedded, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship with these individuals. You know, I talked on the last video about the love bombing and how nice they are, and how they charm you, and you know, it seems really good, and then once they realize they have you at that point, then they start devaluing you, they start degrading you, they start disrespecting you, they start mistreating you, they start pulling away from you. You understand? And that's just the preparation to put you in a box, to throw you in the trash and discard you. And during that whole time, they are working on several other people. Whether it's intimate, it might be friendship. They use their families to get supply, you know, the things that they need from other people. But the one that you would be concerned about in a relationship is other people. You understand? Other people. They're grooming other people. If it's a man, they're grooming other women. If it's a woman, they're grooming other men. You'll never be the only one. You'll never be the only one, because one person is not enough for a narcissist, and that's one of their problems. They have to have energy from all different angles coming in order for them to survive. In order for them to feel good about themselves, they have to have sources from all different angles of energy and attention and intimacy and all that. But when they're with you, you're no count. You don't matter at all. That's why it's so easy for them to disregard you, to mistreat you, to disrespect you. It comes with ease with the narcissist. You understand? They don't care, especially in that moment when they think that they can find something shinier than you, nicer than you, whatever that person has that the narcissist feel like you don't. But one thing you can always understand and know this right here: if that individual or individuals, as far as the intimate part goes, not the friends and family supply they're trying to get, but if they get with other people of the opposite sex that they're trying to get to know, to replace you with, and those individuals know, and they decide to, you know, stand by or deal with that person when they have time, it could be one or two agendas. It could be one, they just want to hit and run, you know, and a lot of narcissists, all they are pieces of meat. Is what it really boils down to. Let's just keep this shit real. Narcissists are just pieces of meat. They're not. Look, when you think You know an individual. You don't. So you're not looking at them as a piece of meat. But now I'm saying that to say that now I know what they're really about. They're just pieces of meat. And that's why they bounce from person to person to person to person to person to person, relationship, situation after situation, is simply because they do not have the vernacular to sustain a real relationship, like the relationship you were looking for when you got involved with them. You understand? They don't have the knack to do that. So therefore, they go from person to person to person to person to person with no guilt. But then a lot of people may catch on faster than you did. But if those individuals decide that they're gonna, creep with your so-called narcissist behind your back and have sex with them and take them out and have them come into their house, or rendezvous, dates and everything behind your back, trust and believe, when you're gone, it's going to be a disaster for the narcissist and their new supply. That's the truth. That's why the narcissist, if you look at any narcissist, all right, you ask them about their long-term relationships. And see, this is a red flag right here. You ask them about their long-term relationships. They're going to be so vague and so evasive from that. They're going to try to evade that question with all their might, like anything else about them. They're not going to tell you anything else about them. But when you talk about their long-term relationships and situations they've been in the past, they're going to give you very, very little, but they're going to want to know every microscopic detail about yours. They're not going to tell you anything, and that's across the board, not just about their relationships, anything about them. For one, it hurts to talk about themselves. For two, they don't want you to know because they're afraid you're going to use their past and their childhood trauma, whatever they got going on, against them. But you're not knowing in the beginning, of course, you're trying to, let the person know about you. And there you go. Down the road, the devaluing process, the discarding process, all that stuff you told them is going to come back and smack you dead in your face. Yes, that's what's going to happen. Trust me. But the narcissists, they don't have it to be in a loving, wholesome relationship. From the jump, when they come into the relationship, they didn't come for love. They did not come for that. They came to get something out your ass. That's it. They didn't come to love you. They didn't come to be good to you. They did not come to be a wife. Now, a husband or a wife, now, they might come to you with that. And they might come hard. I'm talking about like very aggressively about marriage and, buying houses together and everything, because that's part of their agenda. That's part of their agenda. They want to put you in a position to where you're stuck with them for something gainful, like property, bank accounts, cars. You see, that's their agenda. Not for you, but what they can get out of you. 9 times out of 10, you've done all the work to get whatever it is that they want. The manipulation is real. It's real. Luckily, I came to my senses before I made any dumb decisions with as far as big purchases go. I jumped ship before. And I knew a long time ago, way back in the relationship, that I would never do that with this person. You understand? I knew I would not, buy a house, cars, kids or anything like that with this person. I wouldn't do it. Entirely too many red flags, but at the same time, I'm keeping hope alive. I'm hoping that they change. It was wishful thinking, because that ain't gonna happen either. That definitely ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna change. They can't change. You can't change a person. They can't change themselves if they don't think there's anything that they need to change. You're the one that needs to change everything in the narcissist's eyes. You're the one that's messed up. So don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Don't fall for it. And if you see that you're in it, just run, man. I'm telling y'all, male, female, woman, man, run. Get out of that situation before it's too late. Because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some people might, be so fed up that they want to hurt the narcissist. Kill them, maim them, whatever. There are people out there that will do those things to a narcissist. And then there's your freedom. Now you've jeopardized the rest of your life for somebody that was not even close to being worth it. But your life is ruined. They actually succeeded in getting you to do something stupid and ruining your life. That's what they're out to do. That is their sole purpose, is to ruin you. And I know for people that have never been involved in it, it's like, man, it can't be that bad. Oh, it is. Trust me. It is that bad. It is really that bad. This shit is real. But yeah, I just, I was thinking about, how they don't care about you. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, when I look back and I reflect, I come to the realization from their ways and actions throughout the relationship, they never cared. Never cared. Just one prime example. I got into a car accident. I got hit by a drunk driver, right? They creamed me at a intersection. They ran the light and, it was bad. I was in the hospital. So what do? You have a mate. You have a so-called soulmate. And I cannot make this up, so y'all don't fall out your chairs when I tell y'all this. Okay? I called my so-called girlfriend, aka the narcissist, from the hospital. Now, I'm not making this up. They really said this. I said, hey, babe, I got in a bad car accident and I'm hurt up. I'm in the hospital. And her reply back to me was, oh, well, I hope you get better soon. I'm not coming up there. I'll be here when you get home. I don't even know when I'm going to go home. Didn't come get me. Nothing. I had to catch an Uber. And that right there should have been it. That should have been the end of it. And that was near the beginning. So I have to take some responsibility for me staying in as long as I did, seeing shit like that. Now I got to question myself, like, what the hell were you thinking about? And I'm not going to make any excuses, but yeah, it's foggy, cloudy, but I'm not going to blame that on the narcissist, because I am a grown person and I can make my own decisions. And I think that's part of what this video is for, to make sure that you do not wait too late to make those logical decisions, if that makes any sense. So there are just things like that happen in a narcissistic relationship, and things that just like now, looking back on this, unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Like, the things that were said, the things that were done, it's crazy. But like I said, that's what, that type of stuff right there, they thrive off of that. They thrive off of that. So psychologically, somebody would say to themselves, dang, I'm sitting here in the hospital, banged up, truck totaled, And this person that's supposed to be my soulmate don't even see me enough to don't even have the feelings for me enough to get up and come to the hospital and be by your side. It's crazy. And if any of you out here watching this video and y'all can relate to anything I'm saying, please drop a comment, because I definitely want to know. I know I'm not the only one out there that has experienced this. I know this. But I want you guys to drop comments, and everybody else can put their feedback in, and because I can't touch on everything, but yeah, there are a lot of people out there. Just know, if you're healing from a narcissistic relationship, if you're healing from one, no, you're not the only one. Just know that it wasn't you that caused the demise. It wasn't you that you got treated the way you got treated. And after that relationship is over, continue to be the same good person that you are. Never change. Never change. Pay more attention. Be more aware of you embarking on a new relationship. But stay that good person. Because if you change, you become bitter, and you pick up narcissistic traits, see, you're just as bad as them then. If you get in a relationship and you decide you want to mistreat the next individual, you're just as bad as them. And they've molded you and rubbed off on you till you're not really like a good person, or as good as a person you were before you got in that relationship. Healing is very, 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 very important. And I'm going to tell you guys, when you decide to walk away, walk away. Do not look back. That no contact, I had a little dabbles of contact with the narcissist after I stepped away and I moved away. I had little, not skirmishes, but little contacts. That individual wanted to keep the door open because, like I said, their situation was grim, and probably still is since I've been gone. You understand? So they wanted to keep tabs on me. Now all of a sudden they kind of care. They're more pleasant now. You understand? They're not the bitter, venom spitting snake that they were when we were under the same roof. Yeah, the tone went down a lot once I stepped out of the picture. And I'm gonna tell you, we all know, damn, I'm in a bad situation. This good guy walked out on me. I discarded him. We left each other. Now my situation is bad. I know he's got love for me. So I'm going to be nice to him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to actually communicate with him now. Not a lot, because I don't love him or care nothing about him. But I need to keep that door open in case I could fall completely on my face since he's gone. You must know that. They're going to do that too. But walk away. Don't look back. Cut off all communication. No social media with them. Cut off anybody who is tied to them. Anybody. You have to totally erase these people out of your lives. Completely. Because if you don't, you're just opening Pandora's box for them to try to reel you back in. Only to try to get something out of you. Not for any other purposes. Not because they miss you or they care about you or they love you or nothing like that. No, they need you for something. Like it was in the very beginning. So, you guys just keep all this in mind. You know, I'm going to try not to stay gone so long next time. It's just things have been hectic. Just been real busy working and things like that. So, like I said, if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then, love one another and take care.